Faster. Better. Feels like something's about to happen today. Don't trip over what you can't see. Let's see. You'd better get a move on if you want to... Now that Honky's got the valueless things he prizes, he says he's ready to bargain. Honky says he now wants to give you an opportunity to get more than you expected in return. He promises he'll make trading with him worthwhile. The more you get, the more he'll give. Says as long as you're happy with him, then he'll be as fair as can be. Honky is always open for business. Will that be all? That's the last one of those. A giveaway. Fair trade. Looks cute. Much harder to see outside now. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. The Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long? It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. He promises he'll be there for you. Just come talk to him beneath the tree if you're feeling lost. Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark. He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Ewe bobuye.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Kutai hifar befar.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Noko in the east.
Kutai hifar befar.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Noko.
Koibe okorfabe.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Noko and making sure she gets what she needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date was spot on. The hoof puff needs to be stopped.
Maotoliawahu.
Out of Date says that Noko is worried now that the Eastern World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Muk bebuk.
He explains that Noko keeps a fabled steed that she has planned to ride out to the World Eater, but needs help to get it prepared.
Kim hobe bekuku hifar muk.
Out of Date suggests that you should head east as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Iboda kilmuk.
He wonders what's on your mind.
Auketo tul atu iamanau.
Understands you have other places you need to go. Wonder what you can find down here. Let's see. Tell it to gallop. Life is a difficult game, no matter how you play it. Looks good. Face fist. Let's get that mount moving while the getting is good. Vump is the place to be, obviously. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? That's a pling-plong booth from the bygone. Back when you needed to cable words via buzzwire. Looks like the control box handles need to be wheeled to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. It suits you. Yeah, The future is in your hands, so take care of it. That's a motored blind box dispenser. These auto markets were quite popular in the long gone for those who had coin left for fun. Was that lightning? You shouldn't flick the switches in order to green-light the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. Heroes make for the best stories. It's up to you if you want to be one. Hand them this. Blasting everything to bits. Right between the eyes. You're not dead yet. Pound them down. Took care of it. Super effective. All things end. Bangarang. Shot through. Watch it. All fired up. E-waste, the stuff you need. Whatever you do it right, or don't do it at all. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the Gnotes couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those Gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride Gnotes, and that tradition continued through the years. Powered types of transportation polluted the world, but didn't poop in the street. Obviously, they didn't have their priorities right in those days. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveler.
Puri kumbala muma. Taifanana numa.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Berry?
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
Kialdo male canoto.
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Canamunta.
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Kodotuku.
Is sure they'll come back on their own once you stop forcing them. Hopefully not to haunt you, though. You've suffered enough already.
Canaruta.
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Brumblere marsamambu.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Sadurutu.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Kala.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time.
Kala.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Looper Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Pendrinesenema.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
It's intended.
The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that?
Tukonda.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnotes die with it.
Kodotuku.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Pola kudo.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day. And some...
Kialdo male canodo.
They're just so shiny. Makes her smile to think about them.
Pala.
But let's not speak of that now.
Sana yode.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Taifanamenuma.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Kanoruta.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Kanoruta.
It's the most magnificent creature she's ever encountered. A creature straight out of a dream or story.
Kala.
The oil claimed this land a long time ago. Ah, that wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. Bullets everywhere. Demolish. You're half dead. This won't be a field trip. It's the real thing. You found the Majut meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Shatterer. You're in pain. Who can stand against that? Says you're always so much fun to hoot with. Wishes you goodbye. This story needs a hero. Great shot. You've already drained yourself. Crit! Nothing you can do to stop the night.
Rasa durut.
Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Pial tuma.
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Pendrine senema.
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Asil natu.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time.
Taifaname numa.
It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This